This week, Nicholas and Alexandra, which last night had its royal premiere. With me, director Franklin J. Schaffner.
This week, a clutch of family films, an interview with Jacques Demy, director of The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, and a face-to-face between Alexander Walker and Michael Winner.
Well, what has happened to the dear old horror movie? Time was when horror films were horrifying.
Good evening. As you probably gathered, that was Peter Sellers in his familiar guise as the inept Inspector Clouseau.
My name is Tina Brown, and I'll be with you for the next 3 weeks looking at the new releases. So what do we have on offer this week?
Let's begin with Charming Old-Fashioned Ghost Story, in which those charming old-fashioned actors I mentioned are the Chowder Club.
We've also got Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which is about men's other favourite pets, the nubile variety.
I'm your attendant this week in the Blue Velvet Sleeping Car Express. No, I'm not. I'm announcing this week's competition called Guess Who's Presenting Now.
Good evening. Sometimes I think that being paid to go to the movies is a definition of paradise, and sometimes I sit there thinking, what on earth am I doing watching this tripe?
Good evening. Instead of talking about films, Mr. Baron Norman has gone away to make some, and I have been asked to mind the shop.
Here's a little tale. You could get a clip from the archives. I played Barry when he was much younger. Now, of course, I'm far too young to play him.
Good evening. Well, as you can see, I'm not quite myself this evening. Indeed, I'm still positively recuperating from a week at the Rude Film Festival, where a huge entry, if that's the word, and often it was, of rude films kept an enthusiastic audience on the edge of each other's seats.
Oh dear, dear. All our yesterdays, well, all mine anyway.